Hello guys, it's been a while since we made a video like this, and yeah, as you guys know, we are fans of the Trails series here, and yes, this is gonna be a pretty much scuffed display action video, featuring what's already been seen, or what's already been heard up. But yeah, let's get to the point of this matter, is that we're finally gonna get answers on Trails Beyond Horizon 2. The script is already done, as confirmed by Famitsu insiders, as referenced by Hansuke and like other Famitsu insiders, including Neon Falcon themselves in their latest shareholder meeting, that like the plot for Kyoto Kiseki 2 has been decided, the ending's been decided, so it's only a matter of time till we get like a trailer on the game so we can finally finish off Calvert once and for all, because you guys know that Calvert ended off on a cliffhanger with the Kyoto Kiseki, and Kyoto Kiseki 2 is roughly we've been waiting for since the end of 2024, and now it's been 2026 and like we still have no like trailer, but at least we got some progress in deciding like, oh, the game's definitely gonna come out. It's just gonna take a while because like they're prioritizing other stuff, which is fine. You guys know that they're making Kyoto Xanadu, which is like pretty much the sequel to Tokyo Xanadu, but it's in Kyoto, and like they're focusing time on that, including the Trails in the Sky second chapter. They're focusing their title on that. And also want to take a bit of a focus around here, by the way, that the Trails series is going to finally conclude itself during the Falcom's 50th anniversary, which is the company's the completion will finish in the 51st year. That the Trails series itself, the story itself is going to be completed. And like idea of the final protagonist, aka after Calvert, we don't know what the details of the final protagonist is gonna be, but the best thing about this is I'm pretty sure it's gonna be something interesting. I had a prediction that it's probably gonna be we're gonna be a member of Ouroboros, and we're gonna be doing bad guy stuff, but at the same time we're gonna be the protagonist. So it would probably make the most sense if we are actually aligned with Ouroboros and we get to know every single member of the Anguish and the Enforcers once and for all, especially with the fact that we still have some unanswered like forces that they mentioned throughout Trails Beyond Horizon that I'm still currently finishing. Unfortunately, like I had to like take a break because I have real life work, and you guys know what real life work comes with tough like sacrifices, because you know I gotta focus on that, and you know. But yeah, anyway, just wanna keep a rough idea about the fact that they are gonna be like making Kyoto Kiseki 2 like game, but we don't know what's gonna be released, so like I'm looking forward to that. Also, gotta make sure that Trails Sky second chapter recording for the theme song has been already being completed. I'm sure we're gonna get more trailers on the second chapter, and second chapter is gonna be a game that I'll be able to play, especially since it's like a great reception that I got for Sky First, with how short the game was, and like the fact that it brought at least some newcomers to the game. Not enough, but it's enough for them to be on the, how do I say, the revenue market at least to continue. And yes, we all know Kyoto Xanadu. We saw the trailer. I gave my insights on the fact that, oh, I'm surprised they're doing 2D combat towards the 3D. Although it's been getting like either good or negative reception. It really depends, but I'm pretty sure like it really won't matter in the way it goes, because like I think what really matters about having the shift to 2D to 3D action is just that Trails has been getting towards from action to turn-based with their gameplay, as you guys saw with the Calvert games. You guys saw with first chapter. So pretty sure this transition is just gonna be like any other game, which is pretty cool. Also, a bit of Weiss. They're working on a new title that their Shadow of the protagonist is the oldest he has ever been. You guys know Weiss 10 came out recently with Proud Nordics. I do plan to get the game. I just don't know when I'll be able to play it, but I do plan to play the game at some point. And yeah, so they're probably gonna make a YS11 game, so we don't know when that's gonna come out. And yeah, now that we got all that trail stuff out of the way, I just want to say that I think we're probably gonna get 3 games. If hypothetically that if Trails Beyond or Kai no Kiseki 2 or Trails Beyond Horizon 2 is gonna come out, we know that the game will probably be published by 2027. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be probably early 2027, likely, or late. I'm not too sure. But yeah, they're gonna be focusing on that. They also gonna have to work on Sky Third Chapter. People want to see Sky Third Chapter after Second Chapter ends, because Second Chapter is pretty much the best out of the Sky games, from what I know. I know like Sky fans are gonna probably be salty at me saying the third game is better, but really enough, the second game pretty much like encapsulates the entire story of Liberal, and Sky Third is just basically a bunch of memories. So it's a more focus onto that, you know. But yeah. Anyway, also if you don't want to watch this part of the video, we're gonna be talking about Kyoto Xanadu. Kyoto Xanadu is the new game that's gonna be coming out on the summer, but it is heard that like the Japan version of this game is gonna come out first, and then the English version, because they have no idea who's gonna publish the game. We don't know if it's gonna be Akisys Games gonna be working on it. We don't know if it's Nisa gonna be working on it. The problem with that is the fact that we don't know if this game wants to be covered in English dub. I don't know if the budget wants to be covered English dub for marketing. And like, we don't really know how the game's gonna do well, selling wise. But I'm pretty sure Neon Falcon fans are just gonna get the game. We'll see how it goes. This could be a start for like people who want to try the game for the first time. We already got like details on like new characters that's been referenced. We got just the protagonist, Rei Kamiya. Like, they already mentioned their ages. This guy's 17. So we already know the plot of like Tokyo Xanadu, where like these characters have soul devices, and like, yeah, it's gonna take place in Kyoto, so I'm very curious how much, like, maybe it'll reference a little bit of Tokyo Xanadu, maybe some past characters are gonna come, I don't know. But these introduction of these new characters are gonna be pretty cool, especially the fact that these designs are pretty cute too. So like this one, Rokudo Kaidek, I'm pretty sure if they English translate the names, they're probably gonna simplify it, or they're gonna keep it the way it is. But yeah, this one's 17 years old. This is pretty cool. You got some new other characters that they announced. Yeah, we're gonna go through all the characters. This one guy looks like the badass character Shio from like the past game. Hayaki Senki, he's 18 years old. He has a battle axe. We're probably gonna have some like rivals along the way, along with people who that we're gonna be like teaming up with. Especially this one right here. I should just keep this screen right here. Hiyaki Chika. It's basically Kazuki's sister. Another 18-year-old girl. Oh boy. Don't know if they're gonna do the romance route of this game, because like the romance route was completely like eh. It wasn't really like a complete huge deal at the time. It was just there because it was just there. It didn't affect the story whatsoever. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen whatsoever. We know that these characters are gonna be probably playable. I don't know how many playable characters it's gonna have. I remember like in Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus, which they had like at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 7, 8 characters. The 7th character being completely trash, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm not sure how many characters are gonna put into this time. Maybe like more than that. Maybe it's a good amount to like keep up with the story. This one is gonna probably explore the labyrinth. It's one of these REM things that we saw from Tokyo Xanadu. It was like one of the spirits, blah blah blah. And then there's other cool type characters that we saw before in the trailer. Takui, Rokudo, Masayuki, blah blah blah. The guy's the oldest. He looks old, but he's actually 18, which is actually kind of surprising. Which I'm pretty sure he'll probably be a playable character. There's also other like characters that are gonna be pretty much like something towards that, you know. The designs are pretty cool. You can see like a lot of this is like super heavy Japanese favorite, which is pretty nice. I know like people are gonna be like off-put by like the light novel type dialogue, but if we're gonna be completely honest here, I don't think it really matters too much. I think like with light novel dialogue, you can like flex it around than when you could do it 3D. Because you remember, Tokyo Xanadu Xanadu itself was like copying a little bit of a Cold Steel 1 and Cold Steel 2 and a little bit of the Cold Steel 3 engine in a way. But like at the same time, like it's a game that like it was pretty niche for what it was, and it was pretty cool for what it was, even though like it was just completely isolated from like the rest of the series itself. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Like I genuinely enjoyed playing this game when I played it for the first time before, like after I got into the Trails series, which is pretty nice. I even covered it on my channel if you guys want to check it out. It's one of my playlists on my channel. We'll see how this game turns out. I honestly think this game has potential, but at the same time, I'm worried about its marketing. Because we literally, as I said before, we don't know anything about the publishing. On who's going to publish the game and all that. We know that the game's going to be releasing this summer. We know that it's going to be releasing in Japan first. So that's kind of a bummer because they've been doing worldwide releases for like Sky. So it is kind of a bummer that like that this game's not going to be coming out worldwide, but who knows when it's going to happen, you know? You know, like this game's going to obviously take place at Kyoto. They have their own school, blah blah blah, labyrinths, blah blah blah. Eclipse affects the real world. If you guys remember the great disaster that started with the Tokyo earthquake that they related to the plot of this game. Story itself, we don't know what the story is gonna be. Otherwise, the fact that like we're looking forward to see how it's gonna turn out. It's probably just gonna be completely original. We're not gonna have like any like super references towards other games, but if they do, it'll probably just be like minor itself. Let them focus on like the characters that they have now. I know this game took a while to make. It's been teased for like the longest time. I understand like maybe it's not the best reception that this game had in terms of like whatever like idea that they had in mind, especially with the 2D combat system to 3D or the light novel-esque, or how like the graphics don't really like stand out for many players. But honestly, it really doesn't matter too much. This game's just a completely thing on its own. It doesn't need to like copy the Trails series or the Y series. It's a game that's completely like in reach of like trying new genres. As you guys know, like the style of games that people really love nowadays is the Elden Ring type combat games, and like you know how that's super popular like for the market. So I'm pretty sure they just wanted to make that for JRPG style. As you guys know, that Code Vein 2 already been released. I haven't seen people talk much about Code Vein 2, but Code Vein 2's been reception is pretty decent. But yeah, I just want to say that I'm looking forward to this game. This is going to release in the summer. Don't know when in the summer for the worldwide release. But I know Japan's going to go first. Until I figure out a date when the worldwide release is going to happen, maybe we'll get the Japanese version and we'll play it. I'm not completely sure. Maybe if the release date time between the English and Japanese isn't as far away, then maybe we'll try to give it a chance. But otherwise, yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. Looking forward to the plans of Falcom for the Trails series, for Kai no Kiseki 2, and the final series protagonist. As I said before, that probably is going to be Ouroboros. Maybe it'll be something completely different for its final region. I don't know. And yeah, I'm looking forward to what's in store for the next several years. By the time 2032 reaches, I'll be over 30 years old, so... I'm old, guys. I'm really old. Even my brother thinks I'm old. I'm not that old. But anyway. Okay, ignore what he said. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is not going on in the video. Anyway. Alright. Anyway, enough about the talk of me being old. Looking forward to see how the Trail series concludes. I'm pretty sure Kondo itself really just wants to retire, finish what he started, and like, you know, I'm looking forward to see what they have in store for the next few years, and yeah, I'll see you guys all next time.